Hey guys, welcome back to this series. In today's episode I wanted to walk you through some thinking that I had done 3 weeks ago, but I just wanted to sit on it. So I do have my notes in here and I'm going to just explain to you what I had been doing, etc. So let me put you somewhere here. So guys, you know that the reason I started this series was because I had gained 10 kilos. But what has started as me trying to feel better about myself or trying to get my mojo back because I had lost my style, I have to really accelerate this program because my sister has handed her notice, and so in 2 months from now she's going to come to my place and live with me anywhere between 1 week to 2 months. I'm not really sure how long it's gonna be. She's a maximalist, so she has maybe 10 times what I have. Just in shoes, I think at one point she was around the 200 pairs, and I'm not even exaggerating. So really complete polar opposites in terms of style, but fine. What I had decided to do is really refine my style elements, and so I wanted to walk you through my colors, how I'm going to break down my wardrobe, and actually talk you through what I'm planning on doing for the next episode, which is essentially sharing my wish list. So first things first, I have noticed that when I have finalized my analysis on style, I realized that I have been gravitating recently towards 3 brands. The first one is Windsor, and that's a brand where I have gotten all my skirts and I have been wearing it quite a lot, and it's been a lifesaver because I ended up buying that skirt that was a size up, but I just like their basics for my workwear. The second brand is Sezane. This shirt is from Sezane. I really like the price point on their silks. I would not buy a t-shirt from them because I just can't be that person who buys a £50 t-shirt, but a £130 silk dress, yes. Not everything that they do is in fine fabrics, so they have some synthetics here and there, and you guys know I don't do synthetics, so I am very diligent in actually reading about the materials. And then the last brand that I wanted to share with you is actually The Fold, and I have bought 2 dresses from them, and I still can't fit in these dresses, but I have the feeling that it's going to be one more staple in my wardrobe for the new size that I'm gonna be. So these are for the 3 brands that I have discovered. I will link them down below and you will see the aesthetic so you know what I'm looking at. Now when it comes to colors, I actually sat down and thought about what are the colors that I really like to wear, that I find myself feeling, oh my god, I look amazing in this color versus just meh. So I have my base colors, my occasional colors, and the random pop. So for my base colors, I have black, white, emerald green, mustard, olive green, off-white, and rust or like a burnt orange. So these are 7 colors. Then the things that I wear on an occasional basis will be blush, and that's a color that I usually tend to wear whenever I have the matching makeup. So sometimes I just go for a very soft blush and lipstick combo, and with that I feel that having a blush colored shirt is just a complements the look. Then this is not really a color, but it's leopard. So leopard print is something that I have recently gotten into my wardrobe, and I initially thought, you know, this is too memorable over top, but I found myself actually wearing it all the time, so it has made it into my occasional colors. Then yellow, I like a bright saturated yellow, and it's going to be different from the mustards that I usually wear all year because this is more of a nice color for me to just, you know, jazz things up. An unexpected color for me is cobalt. I went through a phase between when I was in college and my first few years at work where 90% of my wardrobe was navy and gray. There was even in my first year of college, my first and second year of college, my wardrobe was more than 95% just gray, everything. So I have evolved from that, and I have come to accept the fact that the navy and gray are colors that look good on people who have a fair complexion with a pink undertone. I don't like how they look on me. On the other hand, cobalt is a very vivid blue that I can get behind, so definitely something that I have in my occasional wear. And then the one pop or accent color is going to be red. So with that in mind, if you were to think of a pie chart, I want the maximum of my clothes to be within my base colors that I said earlier, a few of them to be in the occasional colors, and then one or two things in the pop color that is red. And that means that it doesn't have to be a clothing item, it can be a bag. Something else that I have thought about is that part of projecting trustworthiness, which is something that I really need in my line of work, is being constantly well dressed. So for me it's that consistency, because what I've had in the past days, in the past weeks, is that depending on how my mood was, there was days where I would be dressed really nicely and feel like I'm on top of the world, and there were other days where I just schlepped myself out of the apartment and I kind of felt like I didn't want to meet anybody, and actually I want to consistently look good. And I think that once you start being day in, day out, looking the way you look, it just becomes part of your signature, and it shows that you are consistent. So for me, whether I'm at the office, at the client side, or casual Friday, or at the airport, I actually always want to look on brand. And this is what all this series is about, crafting my brand. One more detail that actually why I added the part of being on brand even on weekend is that I have recently been wearing a chunky knit from Yasmin Le Bon. This is a collaboration that she did for Windsor, and every time I wear it I just feel amazing, and I have just been wearing it for 3 weeks straight, and that actually told me that it showed me that I don't want to wear a sweatshirt. I just like that chunky knit. So that was the exercise on colors. The other exercise that I did was actually making a table and taking 2 weeks, 2 normal weeks, and looking at what it is that I have been wearing. And for that, I have the type of activity that I was doing, the number of times that I wore that type of outfit, and then the types of outfits. So the first thing would be quality casual, and that's essentially what you would wear for a weekend or if you have a very casual Friday. Smart casual, that would be casual Friday at my office. Business casual, which is essentially what I wear, what I meant to be wearing on a daily basis at work when I don't have client meetings. And then business formal, which is when you have a client meeting. And so I just looked at my week, and now I'm just looking at what are the things that I had been doing and what kind of dress code I needed for that. So I noticed that I had 2 casual Fridays over these 2 weeks where I needed to wear smart casual, and then I had 5 days where I had done work from the office, and for that I needed business casual, and then on 3 instances I needed business formal. One was for a client meeting, I met the client, and then the second one was for a marketing event, so I organized an industry event. And the third thing was a client workshop, so I organized a workshop and I was running it. And so for these 3 events I needed to be really dressed in the most formal type of wear. And so if I look at this split, that means that 50% of my wardrobe should be in business casual, that is the stuff that I can wear Monday to Thursday at the office. 30% should be business formal, because I am very at ease with being in front of clients, and so I do get called on going to client meetings quite often on a last minute basis. And then 20% will be smart casual, because I want to look nice at the office but also feel that I have something cute for Friday, so that it doesn't feel like every other day at work. And so when I thought about it, I thought that now my wardrobe has to reflect that mix. And so I was thinking, I am a creator of habit. You guys know that I usually have capsules. I have a capsule makeup, so I have that same face every single day, and it makes my life easier. And so I thought I will dress in a formula, because I like dressing in formulas. So I found a formula for each one of these levels of formality for outfits. So for business casual, it will be a blouse plus a pencil skirt plus flat shoes. And when I say flat shoes, I don't do ballet slippers. That's a no-go for me. I mean normal brogues or Oxfords or something like that. Then for business formal, it's going to be a structured dress, a bold lip, and heels. Note that I didn't put a suit. I have been for years trying to feel that I'm one of those people who look good in suits. I don't. I look ravishing in a structured dress because it has that right balance between being powerful, you know, controlling, and at the same time I can be friendly as needed. And so I feel that I just look my best in a structured dress, but I also have included a bold lip. Notice how I put a makeup item as a complete part of my outfit, because I think that a bold lip is something that once I wear it, I just feel in control of a situation. And for smart casual, that would be my Fridays, it's gonna be a silk dress. For quality casual, which would be what I typically wear on weekends to run errands, would be a t-shirt or a sweater that is half tucked into a high-waisted jeans, plus either sneakers if it's spring, or Birkenstock sandals if it's really hot in summer, or booties if it's winter. And these formulas for me are enough for me to have a capsule wardrobe and to have a style that is a very predictable signature style, and know that I never get bored of it. So these are my formulas. Now let me take you to my wardrobe. Bear in mind that any given time something like 10% of my wardrobe is in the wash, but I'm going to walk you through my base colors, and then you can see how I actually have started buying a lot of things. This video is like what, 14 minutes or 15 minutes, so I'm going to also show you what I have recently bought. And so the first part was showing you my base colors. The second bit was about what are the different dress codes and how I translate them into formulas. And so for the third part, let me show you what is new in my wardrobe. Come. I will now quickly head to my closet right behind me and grab a few pieces and talk to you about them. So stay there. I have 3 pieces from Windsor that I really wanted to show you. First thing is this knit sweater. It's a collaboration with Yasmin Le Bon. I have mentioned it earlier, and it just looks like this, and I just wear it kind of tucked into leggings, and I just love how instantly put together it looks. It's merino wool. I bought it at a sample sale, so it was really inexpensive, and I kind of scored. Honestly, I wouldn't have, I think I paid less than £50 for it, and that's merino. It's special edition, it's very well made, and as I said, I've worn it like 3 weeks in a row, so I really like that. And you can see that it's in my color, in my bold color. Then I wanted to have a sort of duster coat. This is again another thing that I bought on the sample sale at Windsor, London, and it just this very striking piece. It's merino, it has this cuffed sleeve, and I really like it. I love how it drapes. I just think that it's the perfect addition to any outfit, and it just is very easy going, and I like pieces like that. So this, with just a simple t-shirt and my jeans, so like my usual weekend outfit, would look very, very trendy and nice. This with a structured dress would look very elegant. So I just like the versatility of it. And so I have it in this accent color. As I said, my pop of color is going to be just red, so this is one of them. The second one is more of a staple, and you can understand that it's in a basic color. It's one of my base colors, so black. It does have this lining in gray, but actually it doesn't really show. And again, I can cuff the sleeve if I feel like it, but this one is much longer, is even longer, and I just like the silhouette of it because it just is very casual and kind of dresses down any type of outfit that you have. And then I wanted to show you the 2 dresses from the fold. Both of them are what I would call power dresses. This is a very strong color. I wouldn't have gravitated towards it, but then I saw a model on their website, a black model, I will post a photo, who was wearing it, and I thought I really need it because she just looks like me. So absolutely love it. And the second one is this one. This is called the Arlington dress. and this is in my base color, and the shape is to die for. Like, I can't wait to drop weight just to get into this dress. It's amazing, just amazing. Like, I feel powerful just looking at that dress, and I know I will just look great wearing it. So let me put these things back, and then I will show you in this rod what I have gotten also from Sezane. This is my rail. It's next to my bedside, and a lot of the empty hangers are just things in the laundry. So I'm wearing this Sezane shirt, which is in an emerald color, but I also have recently gotten this dress, again emerald color. You might be thinking that I'm quite repetitive in my style, and that's exactly what I want, to be repetitive. It's not the exact same fabric. It has a tiny pattern that you can recognize on Sezane dresses. That's what the dress looks like, and I really like it. I like how nice and cute it is. Also, because black is a very nice color for me, I don't shy away from having more than one dress. So I have this one from Sezane, this one from Sezane also, this one from Susanna. For summer, this dress is a dream. It's again also from Sezane. It is white, so it is a base color, and it has elements of green, which is another base color, and then the pop of red, which is my accent. So definitely something I'm looking forward to wearing. And then I have embraced the white shirt. It's been ages I haven't had the white shirt, but then I bought a couple of these from Brooks Brothers, and now I'm very happy with having white shirts again. If we were to examine my clothes rail, you'd see my new color theory, or like color wheel interaction. So I have my whites in here, I have the blush, which is an accent color, I have my mustards, the whites again. This is the perfect combination of my white base with my green base, and then my usual red pop of color. Same thing for this one. That's a lovely, beautiful Dolce & Gabbana dress. Beautiful. And it has all of the pops of colors, you know, the cobalt blue, the yellow, etc. Up close it looks quite loud, but it's my only loud dress, so why not? Love this. I wore this to death last summer, so I cannot wait to wear it again. Same, my usual colors here and here and here. So just, I like the fact that now by looking at this rail, you can easily start recognizing which of these clothes would typically be my style. So there are a couple of things that I might need to phase out, but I'm pretty happy with how this has come out. If we take the same exercise and we go and look at this drawer, these are all my t-shirts, and a few of them are in the wash obviously, but these are 2 white t-shirts, this is an écru one, I have a green, 2 blacks. So this is essentially my entire base section in t-shirt form, and these are all my skirts in they're all from Windsor, by the way. And so I'm really happy about this section, and ideally I would want all my wardrobe to look just like that, so that you're able to see that gradation of different colors. Now in terms of color split, you can definitely see that I have started having a lot of my olives, my emeralds, my whites, my blacks, my mustards. So color wise I'm pretty good, like I'm covered. Where I struggle is actually having that balance of business casual to business formal, etc., etc. Normally it would have been an easier exercise if I were at a stable size. Right now I'm not, and so I have to kind of either accelerate the whole weight loss thing so I can fit into my clothes, or start adding a few elements of business, I would say business formal. What I'm missing the most is business formal. Like tomorrow I am going to a client meeting in the morning, and I don't really have something to wear, so I'm gonna try to squeeze into a black dress, but if I don't, I'm gonna just wear business casual, smart business casual, with the hopes that nobody would notice. But it definitely plays on my morale whenever I want to look a certain way and I can't, just because of my size. It just feels a bit silly, so I might need to go and invest in larger pieces, but we'll see about that. So yeah, that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed my little color theory and having a sneak peek at my wardrobe and what I have recently bought. Next episode I'm going to do an update about my wish list. Remember in 2018 I had a wish list that had tons of things. I ended up buying quite a few things from it. That Dolce & Gabbana dress you saw was on that wish list, and so I think it's time for me to update it, especially knowing what I want to have in terms of style. So I'm gonna have to sit down and write down my top 10 items in my wish list and film that for you guys next week, so stay tuned.